Welcome back to Universe Mode, welcome back to Orlando, Florida. We're at the NXT Arena and we're so close to Battleground, and huge announcement, we're going to look at the Battleground card. We're going to let AI decide our entire year after Battleground. It's going to be so much fun. But let's look ahead at what we got. NXT Women's Champion Zarya is not the NXT Women's Champion. She takes on Raquel, the NXT Tag Team Champions. DIY take on the winners of tonight. And Scarlett won the Battle Royale. She has offered an opportunity to Sol Ruca. Ricky Saints thinks it's acceptable to hit Ava on the head with a microphone. He'll find his opponent, and the NXT Championship is on the line. Yes, so you're like, what the hell is going on? What the hell does he mean he's going to let AI book the entire year? Well, as we welcome in Dirty Dominic Mysterio, who of course was brought up by a deadbeat dad and did hard time in prison. That cannot be denied. What does Jack mean? Well, essentially, I'm gonna turn on the rivalry and the tag team breakup thing. And for this year, because my main focus is guides, I can be like one of you guys where I'm a viewer and we can see what unfolds. I've drafted the rosters, you've seen the draft. We can let them decide who's going to be the champions, let them decide the match cards. I'm going to play with the match tables a little bit, so it should be a lot of fun, but I'm super excited to see what happens as Dom looks set to take on Andrade. Ava's give Dom an opportunity. Dom thinks it's acceptable to interfere in North American Championship business, said he was unfairly treated, just like when he was in prison. He was unfair. He was not, unlike when he was in prison, where he was respected and he did hard time. He was one of the hardest men on B-Wing, apparently. He thinks it's acceptable to get involved in Dragon Lee's match with Andrade, which Andrade managed to win. Ava said if Dominic can beat Andrade here tonight, it will become a triple threat match. So let's get into it. As you've already seen the match card, don't want to spoil results, but will Dominic be going to Battleground? We're going to see some chain wrestling from Dirty Dom, something that we're not used to seeing from Dirty Dom. He's chain wrestling. Dom's more of a luchador. Many moves brought in and replicated from Latino Heat, who is his dad, by the way. Because his other dad's a deadbeat. Absolute deadbeat. Bought him a Mercedes instead of we're at a BMW instead of a Mercedes. Andrade going to the top rope. We're going to see some of Andrade's lucha skills. Misses the moonsault. Dom anticipates. And Dom! Oh! Dom with the springboard moonsault to Andrade. Knows what's on the line. Dragon Lee winning the inaugural Battle Royale to become our NXT North American champion. He didn't become the title itself. Like I was going to say. Oh, we're going to see 619 early on. We are going to see it. 619. Dominic calls 999 because he's in with the prison system. And goes to the top rope. Can he hit? He's feeling froggy. No, he's telling him to get up. What the hell's Dom doing? Dominic crossbody. That could do it. Oh no, he's going to feel froggy now. He's going to feel froggy now. And these are just highlights from our opening match. And a frog splash. Andrade is beaten. And squashed. What? Dominic oh boy. A squash match to open NXT? What the hell? Nah, I'm joking. I have to cut down the matches because there's obviously so many. It was a really back and forth match. You've just got to trust me, bro, on that one. And Dragon Lee making his way into the ring, our North American champion. And Dom's like, come here, I want to show you something. Come here, come closer. Mwah. No, I'm joking. And he says to him, that's my title. That is Dominic's title, apparently. Oh, we're getting ready to go surfing. And I just want to give a credit to Dr. Fearless for making this attire. Or the attires that I'm going to be using for Sol in the future. NXT Battleground. Such an amazing creator, a great friend. And he didn't make this one, but he makes some amazing ones. You'll see it on NXT Battleground. So if you're on last gen or PC, make sure you go... Dr. Curvy, I believe, is the hashtag that he likes to use. He's got some amazing women's attires there. As Sol Ruca does the splits, I do that in my spare time, believe it or not. When I'm exiting the bed, when I wake up on a morning, I do exactly what Sol Ruca just did here. And she's going to take on Candice LeRae, who is yet to get started. She was involved in the North American Championship match. She's got an opportunity here against Sol Ruca, who we could be looking at becoming the NXT North American Women's Champion, as she takes on Scarlett. Ava authorising that match. Scarlett not actually too happy about it, that's what I heard. But Sol Ruca's got to take on Candice LeRae here tonight. A 20-year veteran Candice LeRae. That's what nobody actually... Well, some people do. A lot of people know, actually, but Candice LeRae has been around for a hot minute. And dropkick there from Ruca. Sol Ruca, of course, has an arsenal of aerial offense, which she likes to use. The Soul Snatcher is one of the greatest finishes. And a power slam. Tribute to Braun Strowman there on the edge. But as I was saying, Candice, very experienced wrestler. And into the steps goes Candy. Of course, since teaming with Nia Jax, Candice has become a bit of a darker figure. A bit more egotistical. And I don't mind that. And throws her back in the ring. We're going to hear from Ricky Saints later to close the show. He's going to have something to say. Ava's said at Battleground, you got an open challenge. And in the ring, we're getting a cat fight here. A bit of a few bitch slaps. And Candy going to lock in the sharpshooter? No, what the hell is she doing to Sol? Stretching the back, but... Can't imagine that's too as painful as it is for other wrestlers, because Sol is so flexible. That's probably something she can just do without being stretched. And dragged by Candice. Candice LeRae will want to be... Oh, the Gargano lock. And that's what I call it. It's probably not what it's called. Tribute to the hubby, Johnny Gargano, who will be in action at Battleground as he takes on the winners of tonight's tag team match. AOP take on... a new signing for NXT in a ladder match. The contract above the ring will give the winner of that match an opportunity at the NXT Tag Team Championships. And of course, for Sol, it's business as usual. Another Gargano lock from Candice. She's been on fire. She's definitely shown her worth. And a Gargano lock locked in. Candice going to bring Sol to her feet. Now roll up. She's going to go for that stretch move again, I believe. Submission specialist Candice LeRae, actually. Sol's been absolutely battered. In the UK, we have fish and chip shops. I'm sure you guys have heard of it. Where the fish gets battered. Sol is being the fish right now. She's getting battered. Candice LeRae showing up well. That was good timing from Sol Ruca. I know what she was trying to do there. She was definitely not miles off. Sol's going to fight back. As long as we see a Soul Snatcher, I think we'll be alright. Clothesline reversed. What is Candice LeRae? Lorraine? Who the hell's Candice LeRae? Candice LeRae's definitely had Weetabix for her breakfast. And Fireman's carry into the... Ooh! A roll-up pin here. Bridge to try and keep the shoulders down. Candice kicks out at 2.5. Thought that was it, actually. And now Sol's sense in the end. Tribute to... Soul Snatcher. What am I talking about? I'm just waffling crap. And that's a Soul Snatcher. That's going to be a pinfall. That's going to be the match. One move is all it takes. And it is the match. Sol Ruca with the... Oh, for God's sake. Charlotte's here. Our NXT Women's Champ... North American Women's Champion. And bashes the title over the head of Sol Ruca. Fair play. We know Karrion Kross is signed to NXT. I wonder when he's going to show his face. Well, with the AI booking, I'm actually quite excited to see what we get, to be honest, folks. I'm actually really excited. It means that I can take a back seat on the universe and focus more on helping you guys, which is the whole purpose of the channel. But I play universe mode, and the initial purpose of this channel was just to share my universe mode. That's what's crazy. So I want to really go back to my kind of roots, and the plan was always to let AI book it and we react to what AI do. Who are they going to pick as champion? Like, it could be anybody. So no, actually the AI booking will probably be after Clash at the Castle. So we'll find out. It's complicated. Just trust the process, enjoy the shows, like, subscribe if you do enjoy it. Oh, you didn't know? It's not the New Age Outlaws, but might as well be. The Outrunners, a hit from the past. They were on our AEW universe mode, signed to NXT. It's a great signing. It's a fantastic signing from Ava Rain. It's just, what kind of basis are they here? Are they here on a permanent basis, temporary basis? Well, they're here tonight to compete. The winner of this match, of course, take on DIY at Battleground this coming week. We know that Dominic has entered a triple threat match. Andrade getting squashed by Latino Heat. Well, that's what he calls himself, but I don't think he's anywhere near Eddie Guerrero, to be fair. Well, actually, I don't know. That's a debate for a whole nother video. I quite like Dom. I think Dom will go quite far. He's only young. Oh, chair over the head from, I believe that's Turbo Floyd. Or is it Truth? I can never tell them apart. I always get tag teams mixed up. Remember the... I'm probably talking to myself, but there used to be a tag team in the 90s and the 80s called the Beverly Brothers. And literally, these guys are just the same as them. But like a 2025 version. And I believe that's Truth Magnum with the Turbo Floyd, sorry. With the briefcase. That in that briefcase is not a Money in the Bank contract. It might as well be. We were going to do Unity Championships, but for some reason, it's not. They're not working properly. What the hell? Well, I guess somebody's got to... Oh, now Turbo wins that exchange. And Truth Magnum in the ring with, I believe that's a cam. Speaking of cams, look at this camera work. I'm not going to be doing this every week. Maybe I will. Maybe, I don't know what I'll do. Power slam from Turbo. Sends Akam to the floor, and Rezar's in a fight with Turbo Floyd. Turbo Floyd. Why do they have to have such similar names? And a nice suplex there. Go for the contract. Secure your PLE match. That's what I would do. That's what anyone would do in this stipulation. He's trying to reach. Has a hold of it, but Turbo Floyd could defend... no. Whichever one it is. Beverly. I'm just going to call them Beverlys. And Rezar brings Beverly down. If you haven't seen the Beverly Brothers, just Google them. They're a tag team that look exactly like the Outrunners. And they're from the 80s and 90s. And you can't tell which one's which in the match. They were great to watch, though. Great fun to watch. I remember I got a VHS tape with the Beverly Brothers. Not that anybody's interested. People are here for NXT. Nice drop kick there from Turbo. You can see it on his butt cheeks. That's the only way I'd know which one it is, if I see the butt cheeks. But asking to see a man's butt cheeks consistently to know which wrestler they are is not something that I should be doing. I should know. I should have that knowledge. Irish whip here from Akam. Now he's going for a bear hug, but I believe that's Tooth Magnum in the ring. Oh, Turbo has the headband. That would be the easiest way to remember it. See, I don't need to look at butt cheeks. A nice belly to belly. Now, can Akam climb the ladder? Turbo's distracted outside the ring with Rezar. This could be AOP's moment. They could be going to Battleground to win the vacant. Ooh, nope. And pulls his... Oh, nope. No, he doesn't. And I think Akam, instead of fighting a guy who's barely moving, should definitely... Yeah, that's a beautiful suplex. And I have no idea why Akam's going down the ladder. Maybe feels like he needs to... Oh, nice drop kick there from Truth. And a... chair shot missed. And a Superman punch. Is it Roman Reigns? Call him Turbo Reigns. Even though he's Truth. Truth Reigns. Roman Truth. With the Superman punch. R-Truth. Get it? And now I bet everybody cringed when I just said that. Nice German suplex there. Auf Wiedersehen. Is that how you say it? I think that's goodbye in German. But I'm not sure. And now a Cam going for the briefcase. Turbo Floyd going to push the ladder. But I don't think... Oh, he has got it away. And the Outrunners look like they have an advantage. Powerbomb onto the edge of that ladder. Now the Outrunners looking ever so dangerous. Our main event here tonight. 6-man tornado tag action. The Bloodline 2.0 take on Femi, Kevin Owens. And if... I'll give you a little hint. If you say his name, maybe he appears. He probably doesn't, but maybe he does appear. That's all you have to do. So if you sat here watching right now, say that name. And guess what'll happen? He might appear. Who knows? Now a Cam... in the Reza, in the ring. A Cam's beating the hell out of Turbo Floyd. Oh, he's raged. He's enraged. And there's a jawbreaker there from Truth. But it's... Oh, boy. What goes up must come down. That's what they always used to say when Kane did a choke slam. I kind of want Kane in universe mode. I don't know why. I want like Kane and Undertaker. It doesn't make sense, so I know. I've got him in the Ruthless Aggression one. What the hell's Turbo Floyd doing? He's just watched Reza unhook that. And the authors of Pain are going to Battleground, ladies and gentlemen, to take on DIY. Do it yourself. That was an incredible match, folks, as we look across the highlights. I mean, the tag team division is heating up on NXT. So, yeah, I didn't really contextualise what happens with the women's tags. I just kind of like, left them. Basically, the ones that Kaden Carter and Katana Chance hold are universal across NXT, SmackDown and Raw. The women's tag team division, because it's... I figured out that if I pick like Chemical X, Meta Girls, Chelsea and Pipe, like all the tag teams, I probably only still have 8 tag teams. So I've just sort of unified them, if that makes sense, and just put them on every brand. Well, did you say it? Well, you must have done, because he's here. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe... Ooh, he's doing some bow and arrow stuff. Oh, the way he looks at me melts my heart. What a man. What a fine specimen of a man Joseph Hendry is. Of course, if you don't know about Joe Hendry, luckily being from the UK, I know a lot about Joe Hendry. If you haven't seen his interaction with Drew McIntyre on, I believe it's... Is it ICW? I can't remember what promotion it is. It's a Scottish promotion. He sings a song. You heard the song, I'm blue, that song. He sings it, but it's like, I'm Drew, double D. And Drew McIntyre just breaks character in the ring. And I'm missing Femi's entrance. Woo! I can't hear the audio with this new editing thing, so I'm just going to do the ooh randomly. It probably doesn't even fit. Ooh! Ooh! Duh, duh. Ooh! I don't know if that's in time. Femi, of course, losing that no disqualification match on the opening episode of NXT against Solo Sikoa for the NXT Championship. We haven't seen Oba much since then. Apparently, he's been doing merchandising and charity work, so credit to Oba. But welcome back to the ruler. And this is the man that will challenge Solo at Battleground. Kevin Owens, unfortunately, in real life requires neck surgery. Don't know if we'll see him again, which is really sad, and that is the case, folks. I know you might not think it, but neck surgeries are the most difficult surgeries to come back from, so let's send prayers and our thoughts with Kevin Owens. Hopefully I know he's not dying, I'm making it sound like he's dying, but hopefully he makes a speedy recovery and gets back to doing what he loves at some point. But of course, never take for granted any wrestler, because you never know when the careers might end, so good luck to Kevin Owens. Thoughts are with you with that surgery. Hope all goes well. But you're still alive in my universe mode. And here he comes. Wah, 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 wah. I'm using the new... This universe mode is all over the place. When AI takes over, it will be better than when I do it. Because I just can't decide with belts. I like the Mutiny belts. I like this belt's just come in the game. Anyway, whatever belt he's wearing is the NXT champion. That's all that matters. And also, with some of the renders, I can't quite get the correct belts. Oh, here comes Tonga. WWE's resident meme. I don't understand why they're coming out separately. I've assigned, I mean, by default they have the Bloodline entrance, but I guess Tonga Loa deserves an entrance of his own. He's the meme. Nah, bruh. Nah. That bit, he does that. Of course, the Bloodline 2.0 have made it very, very clear to me, not on the videos, but to me, because I speak to these virtual wrestlers off video. Tonga Loa said to me, I want the NXT World Championship, but Solo's got it. So when Solo loses it eventually, I'm going to be in line. He never said that. He probably does want that. And Tama Tonga coming in here like a hyena, crawling on the floor. And I hope the cleaners have done a good job, because lots of people have walked out on that entrance stage, so you don't want any bacteria on the hands. I'm sure he'll wash his hands when he goes back into the back. Don't know what's been on that floor. I couldn't tell you. And we're about underway, folks. The Bloodline 2.0 versus the trio of dreams, Joe Hendry, Oba, and KO. And of course, Solo goes straight after Kevin Owens. We saw Kevin Owens eat a Samoan spike. Tribute to Umaga, the father of Zilla Fatu. Umaga for me was one of the greatest Samoans of all time. You might think that's crazy because he wasn't in WWE for that long. Well, that's what you think, but he actually was in WWE for a long time. Part of the tag team. Part of a tag team singles. And his feud with John Cena was actually really good when he had Armando Alejandro Estrada. That guy. I don't know if anybody saw Umaga with Armando Estrada, but wow, that Umaga actually, he was like a real heel. Pinfall here from Solo. Keeps going back to Kevin Owens. They're like Tinder date. They're like a Tinder couple. They keep swiping, but no matter what happens, they go back to each other. The spear there from Tonga Loa showing his monstrous presence. Of course, Tonga Loa, I think, will be back on the Raw after Mania, or maybe at Mania in real life. And I don't know whether to do my WrestleMania predictions video. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed with WrestleMania. But, I mean, when you watch 30 years of wrestling, and The Miz versus John Cena, I believe it were at 27, were obviously worse, but, like, I look back at all the WrestleManias, it's not necessarily the matches, I think it's more the build. The builds just felt a little bit underwhelming to me. I'm not going to hate on like Jey Uso or anything, because, I mean, it's not his fault. Do I think he should be in that position? That's up for debate, really, but I'm a little bit disappointed, for example, with the triple threat match between Roman, Seth and Punk. I mean, it just seems to me like there's a lot of face versus face matches, which kind of divides like who I want to win, if that makes sense. It confuses me. I think I'm so used to like traditional booking where it's like heel versus face. Because I thought for sure they'd turn Seth heel and Punk and Seth would face off, and I thought Roman would do something with Solo and Jacob or The Rock. But it is what it is. We got it. We got to enjoy it. We got to get excited. I'll try to. I'm excited for the Cody John match. I think Cody will win. But I'll do a predictions video, I think. But if you're not in my Discord, join the Discord. There's a giveaway, £50 Steam, Xbox, PlayStation gift card. Whoever predicts WrestleMania the most accurate will claim that. So make sure you're in there. Now Oba with Solo above his head. I've seen these two go. Is that an F? What that? That's like an F10. Control Alt F10. That is the biggest F5 I've ever seen. Look at the camera work here. This was terrible by me. That's why I've just gone back to the ramp camera. I hope you're excited for the AI booking. I don't think... I've done a whole year on 2K25 with AI booking, and some of the matches and rivalries were hilarious. Were absolutely hilarious. I think at one point I had like Akira Tozawa feuding with like R-Truth for the Intercontinental Championship, and it were actually brilliant. A Rikishi driver from Tonga. That could do it if he can pin Joe Hendry. You guys obviously said his name. If you deny it, then why is he here? Because TNA World Champion in real life, or in this universe. Let's get into character. Former TNA World Champion Joseph. Oh, and Owens. But thank God Tamatonga's there. Yeah. I like it. I like that promo with Jacob where he goes, I've got him on that. Yes. And he wants to say shit. I know he wants to say shit. Luckily on my YouTube channel I can say shit as much as I want. Shit. And Joe Hendry pin the world champion. No way. I wasn't paying attention and Joe Hendry pinned the world champion. Is there a replay of how that happened? I think I just skipped it through. I'm not sure. There is no way Joe Hendry's just pinned the NXT champion. Bruh, that's going to have consequence. Well, it won't because AI's booking, but Kevin Owens might get a bit of confidence from that, you know. He's seen Solo get pinned. Solo has actually said for Battleground that he won't be with the Bloodline either. Oh, it's there. It's that. Is it that choke slam? No, it can't be. He's in the wrong position. I don't know. Did you hear my stomach then? Oh, it's a power bomb. Owens hit the stunner as well, and Oba's beating the hell out of Tonga. That was like synchronization. And your winners. Well, we'll have to see what happens in NXT Battleground. We're going to hear from Ricky Saints. After Battleground, NXT will be completely AI booked. I'm so looking forward to it. I don't think you guys understand. It's going to be so much fun. But let's get ready for the Ricky Saints promo. I've got to get in character. Here we are. Here he is. Ricky Absolute Saints. I'm getting used to the Saints instead of Starks. What's he going to have to say today? I'm here in Orlando, Florida. I am Absolute Ricky Saints. And I've heard Ava's got a challenge for me at NXT Battleground. But I want to tell you guys something. It doesn't matter what MMA star, what wrestler, or even human being Ava drags from her long list of daddy's friends. I will beat them. So at NXT Battleground, in my open challenge, quote unquote, I want something in return. If I can beat the woman or the man that Ava puts in front of me, I want an opportunity at the NXT Championship. That's right, you heard me. I want an opportunity at the NXT Championship. Well, Ricky Saints laying down the law. Will Ava give him that opportunity? Of course, Ricky Saints attacking her. But that was NXT. I'll see you on Battleground. If not, I'll see you on SmackDown. Thank you for being here, and peace.